Now let us look into ecological succession. In this video, you will learn how ecological succession takes place in an ecosystem. Ecological succession. The gradual and fairly predictable change in the species composition of a given area is known as ecological succession. The entire sequence of communities that successively change in a given area is called a SEA. Pioneer species are the first plants to reach bare areas and they form the first community called the pioneer community. If the succession is on dry areas, we call it as xerosphere. If it is on bare rocks, we call it as lithosphere. On sand, it is called samosphere, and in water, it is called hydrosphere. If the biotic or ecological succession occurs over a dry area, it is called xerarch, and if it is occurring in a water body, it is called hydrarch. Now let us look at the type of successional communities. Pioneer community. It is the first community that develops from the earliest colonizers over a bare area. It has a little diversity and takes longest time in converting the bare area suitable for second serial community as the conditions are extremely unfavorable for the growth. Now serial or transitional communities. These are the communities that develop on an area during biotic succession in between pioneer and climax communities. Serial communities slowly build soil, show an increase in biodiversity, niche specialization, and biogeochemical cycling. Now, climax community is a stable, self-perpetuating biotic community with closed mineral cycling, high niche specialization, stratification, and complex food webs which develop towards the end of the biotic succession in an area, and it is in perfect harmony with the climate of the region. Process of seen in the biotic succession. The first one is the nudation. It is the presence of a bare area. Migration refers to movement of organisms into the area. Colonization is occupying of the area by the pioneers, that is the first ones, and the invaders, that is the later entrants. SSS, that is germination, growth, and reproduction of the colonizers. Aggregation refers to increase in the number by the colonizers. Competition between the members of the same species and also of different species. Coaction is the development of interaction amongst the members of biotic community. Reaction involves changes of environment by existing community that suits another community. And finally, it is the stabilization wherein a climax stage is reached. Could be a primary succession or secondary succession. Primary succession is an ecological succession that takes place on a biologically sterile, soil-less primary substratum or primary barren area. The conditions are extremely unfavorable for the pioneers because of the absence of the soil. After hundreds to several thousand years, soil formation occurs. Therefore, the first life is sparse and this takes a long time to complete. Secondary succession is an ecological or biotic succession that takes place in a recently denuded area which contains a lot of organic debris, remains and propagules of previously lived organisms. Secondary succession occurs due to forest fires, deforestation, clearing of forest for wood and timber, habitation, excessive overgrazing, landslides, natural calamities like earthquakes, droughts, and floods. Look into hydrarch. It's a biotic succession that occurs in aquatic environment like newly formed lake or pond. Stages of hydrarch are the plankton stage. So it has been enlisted on the slide here. So the plankton stage, pioneer communities that develop over the surface of newly formed water body. The first ones to develop are phytoplanktons, which are microscopic, free-floating photoautotrophs, cyanobacteria, diatoms, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, unicellular, colonial, and filamentous green algae are the important members. Phytoplankton is immediately followed by consumer, the zooplanktons. Now, submerged stage. Plants belonging to this stage are Hydrilla, Elodia, Najas, Potomegaton, Cara, and Vallisneria. These plants collect silt and form more humus. Both the process enrich the soil and build the bottom slowly. Herbivores and zooplankton eaters appear. Now the next stage is the floating leafed anchorage stage. Water depth is 1 to 3 meters deep. Rhizomes and tubers are important plants. Nymphea, Nelumba, Nufar and Kadamba exemplify this stage. Floating stage. Water gets enriched with minerals and nutrients which are conducive for the growth of free floating plants. Example Lemna, Ulfia, Pistia, Azolla, Salvinia. The reed swamp stage. It develops where the depth of the water is 0.3 to 1 meter. Amphibious plants appear. Example Typha, Scirpus, Sagittaria. Plants hold silt and generate a lot of organic matter and transpire large quantity of water. Marsh meadow or sedge stage, it develops on newly built shore which may get inundated during rains. Cypress, carex, herbs and grasses are important members. Woodland stage consists of shrubs and small trees which can tolerate bright sunlight and waterlogged condition. Example Salix, Cephalanthus, Populus, etc. Climax is the woodland is gradually replaced by the forest. So what began with the water finally ended up as a forest. Now the next kind of succession is a xerarch succession. It is a biotic succession that occurs in xeric or dry environment like bare rock. Stages in xerarch occurring in the bare rock is called the lithosphere. It takes place in dry areas and series progresses from xeric to mesic conditions. The first stage is crustose lichen stage. A barren rock is soilless and waterless. It is not very hot. It is very hot during summer and very cold during winter. During rains or heavy dew, lichen propagules settle over the rock surface. They get attached to the rock through their rhizoids. Lichens secrete lichenic acid and carbonic acid. These acids create small pores in the rocks which become the entry points for organic matter, dust particles and water. Graphis, Lecanora, Rhizocarpon are the pioneers. Folious lichen stage. The crevices built up by crustose lichens invite foliose lichens. These generate more organic matter. Due to their larger size, they outbeat the crustose lichens. Example Parmelia, Dermatocarpon, Umbilicaria, etc. The next stage is the moist stage. Sufficient amount of organic matter, dust particles and moisture collect in the crevices created by the lichen stage. Airborne moss spores settle over them. Growth of moss disintegrates the rock surface and builds up the soil. Example Hypnum, Torula, Polytrichum, etc. Next, it is annual grass stage. A number of xerophytic grasses and herbs reach the rock surface occupied by moss plants. Grasses shade mosses and their deep penetrating roots weather the rock surface and build up more soil. Example Pova, Eleusine, Justicia, Tridax, etc. Perennial grass stage. Perennial herbs and grass reach the area due to soil formation and water retention. Perennial grasses and herbs are taller, they shade others, end result is building up of more soil and moisture retention. Several animals also reach this stage, example Polygonum, iris, etc. Shrub stage. Hardy xerophytic shrubs invade the area occupied by perennial grasses. Biogeochemical cycles begin their operations. Final is the climax forest. Initially light tolerant or hardy, small trees begin growing after the shrub stage has established. Initially moisture loving and shade loving shrubs appear and later larger trees are seen. Depending upon the area, a climatic climax forest is formed. So from a rock you are able to see a complete forest.